Good afternoon, Fernandez. This is Penelope, and I just wanted to comment on your post regarding the article by Lehman and others, talking about perception, how the two studies that were done regarding to investigate, as you say, the perceived perception, perceived relationship with God, their attachment to God, using the ATG, and how people view their image of God using the image of God assessment as Lehman outlined in his two studies. You start out by saying that you believe that this is an important area of knowledge to have, and you identify the predictive variables used in both studies for God's relationship and how people view God. And I want to start out by saying that in looking at how you were able to identify the predictive variables in both these studies was an eye-opener to me because in my discussion board I chose two other predictive variables. Chances are probably was not correct. So in looking how what you chose, it gave me a different perspective on how to go about to how I identify those predictive variables in an article. So scholarly article. So I thank you for that, and helping me to kind of be able to understand it a little bit better, what a predictable variable is. The assessment that were used in both of these studies, you start by talking about in study one how the God image assessment was evaluated, which is a 14-item questionnaire, and focusing on how well a person felt regarding the words that describe God. And in study two, the participants were gleaned from or came from the Baylor Religion Survey, almost 1,700 adults, and reported about how they reported their belief in God. And you say they were asked their opinion about how well they felt about certain words that describe God. And that's a questionnaire I would like to look at, in a questionnaire I probably would like to use in our church, kind of get see what people would say. You say the authors concluded in these surveys, both of these surveys together, that an individual's perceived relationship with God is essential to understanding their psychological health. He said, I found these results interesting because he confirms my belief that having a positive attachment to God allows a person to respond more effectively to moments of distress in their lives. And it was interesting, also not surprising to me personally, as a Christian. The more attachment and my understanding of God, it's not seeing God as a angry old man in heaven. This his job that he's main focus is to send us to hell or punish us. But seeing him as a loving God helps me when I need help, I need support. And I know he's a loving Father. So that like you said, it kind of even just kind of validated my belief in how my positive attachment to God helps me in time of distress. You want to talk about the strengths of the study, and you said the strength of the study you found were that and they used other terms than just God. They use higher power because some people do not see God as a deity. They see him. They may see nature or whatever, Buddha, whoever, as a higher power. So they gave that flexibility for however that the participants saw God. They may see it as Jesus or whoever, however they identify God or Jesus. So that's the strength of the study. And the limitation, you said, was that the study did not gauge the spiritual development level of the participants. And I think I read somewhere, maybe in our textbook, where or in the article, some article. Forgive me if I don't have the particular article. How it's kind of hard for a person to kind of gauge their level of spiritual development in God. So you thought that a longitudinal study would be more beneficial, where you can interview people over a long period of time, that would be more beneficial for the study. So again, Fernandez, I really appreciate your post. Thank you.